Hey there, YouTube. It's your boy Tyrone back with another explosive story that's going to leave you shook. Today, we're diving into the juiciest celebrity scandal of the year. P.Diddy has just been exposed as the mastermind behind the massive fire that broke out at Jay-Z's mansion last month. That's right. The so-called music mogul has been caught red-handed orchestrating this whole twisted scheme, and let me tell you, the details are absolutely wild. If you're not subscribed yet, make sure to hit that button right now so you don't miss out on. I got the inside scoop straight from my anonymous sources, and you're not going to want to miss a single jaw-dropping moment. So sit back, grab some popcorn, and get ready for the craziest celebrity tell-all you've ever seen. It's about to go down. Now, I know a lot of you have been wondering what the heck happened over at Jay-Z's place a few weeks back. Apparently, there was a massive fire that ripped through his giant mansion in the Hollywood Hills, causing millions of dollars in damages. At first, the official story was that it was just a freak electrical accident. You know, the kind of thing that can happen in these huge celebrity homes. But I'm here to tell you that there's a whole lot more to this story. See, I've been doing some digging, and I've uncovered evidence that points to one man being the mastermind behind this entire incident, none other than Sean P. Diddy Combs himself. Now I know what you're thinking. How could the guy who's supposed to be Jay-Z's friend and collaborator do something like this? Well, let me break it down for you. From what I've gathered, this whole thing goes back to a long-standing rivalry and jealousy that Diddy has been harboring towards Jay-Z for years. These two have been competing in the rap game since the 90s, trying to one-up each other and fight for the title of the biggest mogul in the industry. And let's be real, Jay-Z has pretty much come out on top. He's got the bigger bank account, the more successful business ventures, the wife who's an even bigger star than him. Not to mention the fact that he is considered the true GOAT of hip-hop by most fans and critics. Diddy, on the other hand, has always kind of lived in Jay's shadow. No matter how hard he tries, he just can't seem to match Jay's level of success and influence, and I've heard from my sources that this has been eating him up inside for years. He's grown increasingly bitter and resentful, constantly stewing over how Jay always seems to be one step ahead of him. Well, it looks like Diddy finally decided he'd had enough. Somehow, he managed to hatch this absolutely diabolical plan to take Jay-Z down a peg. The details are still a bit fuzzy, but from what I understand, Diddy got his hands on some kind of accelerant, maybe gasoline or something even more volatile. Then, he waited for the perfect opportunity to strike. He probably spent weeks, maybe even months, scoping out Jay's mansion and studying the layout, looking for any vulnerabilities or blind spots. And finally, he made his move. In the dead of night, Diddy allegedly snuck onto Jay's property and poured the accelerant in a few key locations around the house. Then, he set it all ablaze and made a quick getaway, leaving the multi-million-dollar mansion to go up in flames. Can you imagine the absolute chaos that must have ensued? I'm sure Jay-Z and Beyoncé were sleeping soundly, dreaming of their next big business venture, when suddenly they were jolted awake by the crackling of the flames and the blaring of the fire alarms. By the time the fire department arrived, the house was already engulfed. It took them hours to get the blaze under control, and in the end, the damage was absolutely devastating. Jay and Bey's collections of priceless art, their designer wardrobes, even some of their most valuable music memorabilia, it's all gone, destroyed in the inferno. By the time the smoke cleared, the estimated cost of the damages was over $20 million. Can you believe that? And the worst part is, the police are now saying that this was no accident. All the evidence points to arson, and they're confident they know exactly who's behind it. That's right, folks, P.Diddy has been named as the prime suspect. Apparently, the investigators traced the accelerant used back to a supplier that Diddy has done business with in the past. And get this, security camera footage from a neighboring property reportedly shows a figure that matches Diddy's description sneaking around Jay's mansion right before the fire broke out. Now, Diddy is claiming innocence, of course. He's out here trying to spin some story about how he and Jay are still good friends, and there's no way he would ever do something like this. But the evidence is stacking up against him big time. The cops are apparently closing in, and it's only a matter of time before he's officially charged. But you know what they say? Revenge is a dish best served cold, and if Diddy really is the mastermind behind this fire, I have a feeling his scheming is about to blow up in his face in a big way. Stay tuned, fam, because this story is just getting started. I'll be right here bringing you all of the latest updates as they unfold. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one.